On to you Pisces out here. So you have the High Priestess, the Emperor, and then you have the Empress together right next to each other. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Three major arcana back to back to back. So for you Pisces, right? Um, ooh. This could be a situation for you, Pisces, honestly, where you could be caught up in between two choices, where, the Emperor represents you, and you basically, have some choices between the type of people that you got to pick between, because it seems like the Empress and the higher and the High Priestess wants you, right? So you have more than one choice, where it's like some of these people are really interested in you and what you've got going on. And or at least at first it seems that way. The Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords, however, represents you Pisces are just trying to date to see who actually is husband material or wife material. You're not necessarily really trying to choose up on one particular person too hard, because this is more so about you needing to find out if a person is really a good choice for you, even in the first place. And the situation with that is that you Pisces just want to make sure that a person isn't into you because another person is into you. So now they want to feel like they're the flyest person in the world, because especially nowadays in today's world, a lot of people get off on stupid competitions with another person, right? And they don't really even seem to realize that they're not even really in competition with the next person. What they're really in competition with is to show the person why being single, right, or at the very minimum not being with them, isn't such a good idea. So basically what they're competing against is they have to basically show and tell the person why, yes, you could be single if that's what it is that you want to do, of course, or at the very minimum not be with me, but let me show you the benefit let me show you the benefits of being with me, and that being with me makes more sense than you being single, or at the very minimum not being with me. That's what it is that they're competing against. So because essentially, when it comes to getting chosen, you have to be the obvious choice, right? This is why it is that I say that to kind of break down the game some more. This is why it is that I say, my dear Pisces, that like, people who like disrespect or don't take obvious choices and make stupid excuses, those are the same people who really down bad, because and going to be in a more worse disposition. And the reason why they're going to be in a more worse disposition in the first place is because of the fact that they keep deliberately dubbing their obvious choices, right? Like if a person is stepping to you and they have integrity and everything like that, and they're not a doormat, so you're not just going to run over them and everything, and they present themselves well and represent themselves well and everything like that, you kind of look stupid, you know what I'm saying? Like, not you, but I'm saying that a person who's like, oh no, I'm not really into you like that, especially if it's real, right? If it's not just a facade and it's real, that person kind of looks stupid if they're like, nah, I can't rock with you because I don't like your shoes. Nah, you just turned off by the fact that I'm too good for you. Call a spade a spade. Call it what it is. So I'm seeing how a lot of you Pisces are not necessarily really, like this is the first stages of you trying to get to know somebody, right? It's just that you just have some people that, you have to get to know, or want you to get to know them. So yeah. And the thing is that the moon and the Two of Cups right here represents how Well, the moon and the Two of Cups represents you don't necessarily know which one to pick. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Knight of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. This is like you don't want to get with anybody who is delusional, because you don't want to end up dropping somebody as of right now, as far as like telling them, nah, I don't necessarily, like I want to cut ties with you basically. And then you end up dating someone who is the real nut job, right? So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. You have the Queen of Wands. To clarify the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Swords, the King of Swords, the Hanged Man, and then you have the Queen of Cups. So this is my point though, because the point that I'm trying to make here with that is the Queen of Wands and the Four of Swords right here speaks to you, Pisces, trying to find someone that's a good match. And it just seems like you, oh, I get it. You found out that somebody is trying to get you to basically see them some more. But for you, Pisces, you're starting to see some real issues with said particular person, right? Of one of these choices that you have. And that some of the things that they doing is real underhanded, right? In the sense that they want you, right? So they say, or so they're acting, but are they just? Are they integral? Do they have integrity? Or is it that they're willing to do anything whatsoever, no matter, even if it's underhanded, in order to do that? And see, a lot of the times, people misinterpret chaos and being unpredictable with evil, with corruption. And corruption is a long way from chaos. Chaos is unpredictability and potential, and anything is capable of anything that's capable of happening will happen, right? That's chaos. Corruption is being inherently dysfunctional, downtrodden, right? Undermining. So chaos and corruption, two very distinct, different things, right? And people conflate the two. And this person is trying to make it seem like they're unpredictable or they're chaotic. No, everybody has a little bit of chaos. Everybody's life is chaotic to a certain extent. You wouldn't exist if a person wouldn't exist if they didn't have some form of chaos in their life going on, right? You just minimize it enough to the point where you can actually work with that kind of moderation between chaos and order. But what this person is chaotic and corrupted, because what they're doing is that I know what they're doing, because I've seen it before. I've had that done to me before. They want you to essentially think that you are secure with them enough to the point where they can get you to swerve to them, forget about the other people that you have potentially right there or showing you interest, so that you can start getting to know them, so that they can start wilding out on you and start being dysfunctional. They don't really want you long term, because if you start getting with them, they're going to start to treat you like you're nothing now. Now here comes them ignoring you, all this other type of nonsense, right? You don't want all that. So my suggestion for you is to just, again, my dear Pisces, really pay attention to the quality of the people that you got around you. And that if it seems like things seem to be a little bit too good to be true, you may want to really watch out. Let's clarify some of these more cards. Let's clarify the Two of Cups. See, this is one of those times where you got to really pay attention. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Is a person serious about you? Or is a person just talking, but they're not actually really serious about you? You got to pay attention. To clarify the Two of Cups, you have the Justice. the Knight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Some of you Pisces may have chosen this person that was on some for play stuff because you misinterpreted. You thought that this person was being serious. And now come to find out you have to essentially leave them alone. Some of you Pisces may try to see if the person before still is interested in you and if they still would like to hang out. The Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands, you Pisces are learning how to become. You're taking your bumps and your bruises. That's right. Because you're learning how to become much more an adept or better at being able to interpret if someone is being serious about you or not. And not only that, but also, even if they do like you, understand what's going on. I've met plenty of nice people, right, that were interested in me. And it could have been something. But the problem, though, is I had to pay attention to their life and their lifestyle. I have to pay attention to it. I have to take that into consideration. If you have offspring, if you have little ones, I don't want you to have those. And don't take it personally. It's just that these are things that I have to take into consideration, because I never even so much like real talk. This is another reason too why I'm leaving I'm leaving the States, so to speak, because I can't say that I'm a United States citizen. I'll say, you know what I'm saying? I'll say that I'm Moorish American to put it in a better context, right? Even though the paperwork, is in that sense. But the point that I'm trying to, and I'm not here illegally or none of that. I'm just saying, like, I'm Moorish American is what I'm saying. Because this is part of the reason why I'm leaving the States, is because I ain't get anything from these relationships like that. Not really. Very few. But the vast majority of them, all I got was sass. Somebody telling me about what it is that they not going to do. So, like, going from not having offspring at all, not even getting anything that I want, to now I got an instant family of 2, 3, how many offspring, right? Now I got to mentor and cater. Nah, yo. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm not even going to get anything that I want really like that. I don't, sometimes, like, this is the first time that I said this, but sometimes I didn't even feel human. Like, I didn't even feel like I was a living being, yo. Like, the way that people want to talk about, like, people want to talk about being objectified. Talk about being objectified. What about being objectified for being a decent person? The person's using your decency and trying to play on that. Like, what are we talking about right now? I'm not dating in the on Allah, on my Moorish flag. I promise I'm not dating in the United States, yo. I'd rather be in a pine box than being in it. Nah, that's a dub for me, yo. That's trash. But the thing is that that's what it is that I'm talking about, though. These bumps and bruises are helping you, Pisces, to really be able to understand what it is that you want. And the reason why is because you need to go through these experiences for you, Pisces, to understand when somebody is really interested in you. But it's also a good thing so that you can actually ask questions, for you to understand what's going on. So some of you Pisces, you fell for it. Some of you Pisces, you're just kind of leaning a little bit more to this person because you saw some issues in them, and you're just trying to clarify what it is that you saw, just so that you don't really misinterpret something. And that way you can essentially decide, okay, you don't want to be with them, and you can try to get to know this person over here. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. Please smash the subscribe button, like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.